Okay, if I record this, right?
Uh, yeah,
Or
sure.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, if you
because I
want,
won't remember.
you what?
No, I said I just don't. I don't remember. So it's good to have.
Oh, yeah. I always record,
Oh,
but
okay,
I just record from the beginning of the session.
okay.
But
So are you recording? Do you send it to the people or?
no, how it works, it says already that you're recording.
All right, yeah,
Just
because
don't make a mistake of clicking out on stop recording in the middle by accident. You know what? How about I record? Because you're putting like all kinds of hearts and stuff. I mean, what is this all about?
I was just trying to get that out of the way. I don't know what that was. All right, I'm good now. I'll be.
Yeah, just don't touch anything because you can stop the recording. Then you won't have the recording since we're not recording on OBS. We're recording on Skype. So
Okay.
better not play around with it. Um, yeah, so we're doing a session for you, right?
Yes. And
Okay.
Maria wants to do it, but
No, no, later.
later.
No,
But
I mean I can check on her since she's present.
yeah.
Sure, yeah, she can do the same stuff you did. I mean, it's very easy. Call her, in the astral also. So, we're like doubles the session in a way. You know what? I should probably turn on that light also because this one's not. What? Let me do this one. This is better. It's kind of better, right? Yeah, one sec. Let me turn on that.
Did you see that? Whatever flew by there? Don't mess with it. Don't mess.
Well, what are you talking about then?
There's a light, like a stream of light that went through.
Oh,
Don't touch anything.
I gotta get rid of that. Tori says. I think I can do it from here.
Okay. Actually, I'll ask you at the end if it's okay to publish your session. Um, I don't know if you
Yeah,
would mind with it.
I would rather not, but
It might be
Well,
exciting.
unless it's really good.
yeah, you can publish like part of it. Like, sometimes I publish 13 minutes or 25 or whatever. Just saying. Something if something comes up that is interesting. Okay, well, you're recording anyway. You got a long recording here with me lighting the lights. Sorry, it's a Mexican holiday of some sort. I don't know. There's music all over, and we had fireworks just now. I have no idea what it is. Because we're right in downtown Chicago, and we just had like 20 minutes of beeping, cars beeping at each other, and flags, Mexican flags all over, and then the fireworks. It was something. So, do you hear the music?
No.
Oh, that's good. Oh, I called you and you showed up as this very tall man. Kind of look like you. But you got a cloak with like a black cloak with a hood on your head. And you call her my partner. She's next to you, actually walking. She's holding a candle. And she's smiling, and you're very serious. You're teaching her arts and crafts of magic. That's what you said. The magic that can be applied that to all the universes and all the densities. And all the other skills that you possess. You teach others. Teach at some school of magic on Venus. I see like tall buildings, light purple, cone-shaped, like upside down cone, and they twist and twist and twist. Kind of looks like those lollipops that contain like of two colors that are twisting all the way to the sky, very tall. And there are frog beans all over. They look like frogs, but there's a little percentage of human in them, like about 4%. And they're standing by the front door to the big light purple transparent kind of crystalline building. It has lots of floors. And I see you in one of the kind of high up floors already in the room. And they're welcoming well, you kind of laughingly saying students. They come from all over the universe. And you teach them in your mystery school. The manipulation of energy class, you say. Because the thing is, it has to, like each galaxy, each dimension, each planet is in different densities, like multiplied in different densities, and each density has different rules of physics. Let's say so you kind of teach that, how to adapt and adjust and know and feel through which how to do it in this or that particular density. And I feel like they got you. You got this knowledge, and there's like big box, looks like a treasure, like a Pandora box more, and it's a dark black, looks like not shiny, just like black metal or plastic or whatever it is. Pretty big. You see, this is the box of my tricks from my other lives. 54. This is number 55 on Earth. And sometimes I go in my sleep state and reach for the magic tricks. But I'm not really interested in this life on Earth. It's not as fun as up here. And I ask you, why did you come here then? And you say, well, my friends asked me to share the knowledge with the humans. And I'm asking, who are your friends? I see four, like 2 in front, 2 in the back, 4 human figures with the bull heads, like just like totally bull head with the ring in the nose. And they're dressed like their body's dressed as human, like some sort of cloth as pants or shorts. strange looking beings with sticks, red sticks, like redwood sticks. They're holding like spears, and they said that they're the ones who invited you to Earth because because of the challenges here, and they didn't want to disclose challenges to you. It's like they interested you. They got you by interest. You came by yourself, but you signed a contract with them. There's a blue paper here that you're holding. It looks interesting. It's like light blue with purple letters on it. The letters are, there are a lot of zigzag kind of type letters. You say that this is a fire alphabet. Not many know about it. And when you touch them with your eyesight, to basically focus on the writing, it just gets to your head. It interprets in the language you speak. So you just you promise them 37% of your energy for the exchange of the interesting game on Earth, that you could practice more to manipulate energies in 3D. But it wasn't fun all these lives. You said that, just not very much fun. But you got to the point of creation, and you can uncreate the creation of matrix with the number 1 of 55 lives. 5 plus 5 equals 1. And from that number, you can uncreate the matrix in your own energy sphere and just be free. So, because I'm 1 and you're 1 too, and each of us is a 1 individual creator, so that makes it interesting. But you said we just go, we change up places with my partner, and that's another deal I made, because she was helping me out too in my school, but she was a teacher also. Just different things. It's rather dealing more with children as in your world. Those beings who don't have experience. She was dealing more with those. But that she got interested in coming here also and seeing the earth animals and how life is on Earth and all this. How a diminished version of everything that exists in the universe works and looks, which is the Earth's flora and fauna. It's a diminished version of everything. Everything up there is much, much bigger, much, much brighter, more intense, vibrant. So you just put like a huge cage. I see those bulls in a huge cage. And you say, well, it's time to get rid of them. I've been going towards this, but they kept like putting the spears in front of me in the crisscross motion, and they would stop me, drain my energy, and I would forget. They would stop me, drain my energy, I would forget. That's how they act. There's just like a big, it's like a grid made out of metallic straws on your back, and by that they influence you and like hold you. They hold you back by that. By you say that you crave to be a teacher, you just want to be a teacher, but you don't know. This world is so crazy. It's hard to be one without being beaten up and criticized or not understood. That's what you're contemplating about. But for now, it's good to be in your inner world. You knew about the balls and your energy sphere. You knew about all this. You made this contract. So you just like, you created this little thing. It's kind of like a stick and a ball of a just purple, bright amethyst type ball. You touched the blue paper with that and it just melted. It melted into water and the water evaporated on the sky. And you took that grid off of your back. It had like these little things that would hold it on all sides. Looked like a rectangular thing. And there's like two cords for the front two bowls or holding you by it. You burned those cords up, you took it off, you straight on the portal. And you said that you're gonna do something now. So first of all, you created this wall, like you did this, just like a wall of transparent energy. And you walked through it. And you became transparent yourself. So this is the way of you to get rid of all the junk, like you said, that's been polluting your bodies, energy bodies. And then your DNA, I heard 500 strands. I'm ancient, I'm old soul. Been to many, many galaxies, many universes. Been pretty much everywhere. And you didn't let them mutate your DNA or anything. They wanted to buy. You pretty much. The funny thing about this soul, you're like in control of them more than they in control of you. They would just try a little bit. What I heard from them, jerk around with his ideas and memories and things to do and not to do. Doubt. Put a little bit of doubt here and there. But that's about what they could do. They couldn't completely control your lives or write down your destiny or, all those. Although they put together major points, but you twisted and turned them because you do it naturally. Whatever you touch, you kind of twist and turn into your direction, the way you want it. Even with the implants and contracts and whatever, it's kind of like the power of your unbreakable soul, as you said it yourself. Mm. Yeah, you went to that moment when they came to you as students and you said, I know your plan. I looked into the future. I came from the future. Right now, I'm in the future. If you want to think linear, I know your trick. You lured me into being a student at the earth level. I'm not a student. I'm a teacher. I just I delete the contract that I signed with you. Not giving you any more energy. 37% of the energy I've been giving you is mine now. Then you just like open a portal and throw them out. So it's done. And your partner who is standing next to you, You say this is my inspirational part, my female energy part. And she's doing the same. She was like connected to you, but she had her own interference from there's one life when she got like an insectoid form. Looks like, imagine a humanoid was a head of a fly and 4 arms and 2 legs. That's what she's got, but she's throwing him out. And there's tiny little bats flying off of her chest. I think it's something has to do with one of the lives when she loved animals, but she felt like great sorrow for animals she couldn't save. She was saving them, something like this. It has to do with animals and losing them, not trying to help, but wasn't able to at the right time. And also, she liked bats in this life, and she knew everything about them. And they connected at a deep level. It was just sitting on her chest. It seems like they were her babies. She didn't want to leave them when she left the body, so she just let them out. They flew out. She opened like a huge portal. These beautiful trees where they can live, and they left. And the different little things, cylindrical things with little legs. You know, it's like little legs carrying something in the cylinders. She pushed them out also by raising her vibration. And they're all gone in the portal. She doesn't, well, in terms of DNA strands, 288. And she's just fixing them. She says a lot of them look like somebody cut some strands in pieces and they're like flared, sticking out. That's how it looks. It looks green in color. She's reconnecting them. And what else? She cleansed her bodies. She's spinning to clean herself. No more implants. Some implant, like a little spider web on the head too, is gone. But that was from the insectoids. Yeah, there's also like socks or some tall socks, knee-high socks. She took them off. That was the insectoids implant. He put them over her legs to keep her bound to earth. That's what he wanted to do. And keep her legs heavy so she wouldn't want to proceed with things, especially when young. She took them off, threw them out. They're energetic blue, like electric blue. And she's done also. But yeah, you're connected. She gives you this kind of joy and you're serious. So she dilutes your seriousness. And makes you lighter. She's light as a cloud. You're not like that. You're more like intellectual and logical and all that. And she's more imagination and pictures, creating beautiful pictures in the mind. And you're more about formulas and energy creation, sacred geometry type stuff. Different focus, but it balances out perfectly in between two of you. So I just see you clean holding hands, but you took off the cape too. You said I grew out of that role of mine. That's it. If you have questions.
So, I used to wear a hoodie all the time, so.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't wear one anymore. Well, maybe I
Yeah.
will in winter. But all right, so some of the things I see, I hear resonate with me. But so what? Uh, I guess my question is, what can I do to release? Like, do you see any blocks in me for connecting with my higher self or with my other selves from here in Earth, or is that really not allowed, or am I supposed to be doing something here different?
You're the only one who decides what is allowed for you, what is not. Your problem was those four creatures from, they basically patrol the second dimension. The gatekeepers, that's what they said. And they were blocking you, was the implant you had. So nobody's gonna block you anymore. But they were sucking your energy and blocking you. And that's what they do to most humans, because we are very controlled here. Multiple layers of control. So they don't want you to connect, but now you can. Now you can decide for yourself. You don't have anybody who is standing behind you and telling you what to do, how to do it, and is it allowed or not. Well, you're the one who is your own teacher, who is your own director of your own destiny here, of your own events in your own life. You create them by yourself.
Okay. Um, do, do I will I have any contact with with like the benevolent aliens here, or have I had in my childhood, or was it just those four guys controlling me?
Those four guys posing for different beings of light in the childhood, but you're the one who's a benevolent alien because you're the one who's, you know, who is there on Venus teaching the others. So, Matrix is inverted. They took the real benevolent aliens, stuck them in the bodies, stuck them in Earth's game, and we're on this Earth's disc game that keeps spinning and spinning, endless lives. But they're the ones who are not the positive aliens. Positive aliens are those who are being used on hundreds of planets that are controlled by them. But we're setting ourselves free right now. We're basically positive aliens ourselves in human bodies. And there's no reason to connect to any positive aliens because you're the one, you connect to your higher self and you get all the information you want through that connection, because you're the one who on very, very top created all the worlds, all the aliens, everything. You're the one who created it all. And everybody of us is the one who created it all also. So we're all co-creators or independent creators. It depends what you want to do, whether you like to have a partner or not in creation.
Okay. Interesting. Do you have any questions? About me?
I'm thinking about you. Um, how can he go about connecting with his people? Like, what can he do? Because I think he needs like some sort of like setup. Step one this, step two that, for him to connect.
Well, she said I don't have to connect with my people, right?
Oh, you don't because it's in you already. Okay, yeah. Never mind.
Yeah, your people are extension of you. It's actually it's very simple. It's more simple than that everybody thinks. That's the key to unlocking the secrets of the universe because we're the directors of everything. We just sometimes run into problems, and sometimes our creation works against us, much like cancerous cells are being created. So, but then we come and we create a body at the planet where got the virus. We put a spark of our soul into the body, and from inside, we try to undo the damage. That's exactly what we're doing now.
Yeah.
So, I have a question. I I had a point where um, I think I was on mushrooms or something, but I felt as though the whole universe was me or was in my mind, and I created it, and it was everything in my life was a creation of me and my mind, and I got this feeling of profound like loneliness, and so I don't know why I felt that way, or if it was just a
Well,
crazy thought, or was there any basis?
here's what you yourself said to yourself physical already, like a package in my mind, that it's like a conflict in between your physical mind and the soul and your own soul, your essence, because your essence doesn't ask like doesn't look for answers. It knows all the answers, and it's very much used to be independent and free. In it doesn't have the same concepts of like be with others all the time, or you have to have friends and you have to have family or things like that. um we enjoy being independent in our creations, and that's what you came to that realization when you saw that everything is one dot, everything is one. It's in your mind, it's an extension of your mind. All your creations are thoughts of your mind becoming like holographic images that you can experience lives there. Oh, you realize that there's no time and space. We're all in this one little dot, and that dot can expand beyond belief. And that's why this realization in your physical mind refused, and your physical mind couldn't understand. That's why you got this profound sadness in your in your heart. But it's your physical body was reacting, your logical conscious mind reacting. For subconscious, it's something that subconscious wanted your conscious mind to understand, but consciously you weren't ready. You weren't at that level of awakening or consciousness level to process that information and take it, understand it. That from that results this kind of confusion a lot of times in people and physical people. Because your mind is just, just processes information. So your body is a computer. It runs on programs. Programs are totally different from what your soul's essence knows. So there's a conflict. There's always a conflict. They actually created the bodies, stuffed them with programs to create a internal conflict, inner internal conflict in between the soul and a mind of a human body. And that's what you realized back then.
Okay. That makes sense. Should I don't know if you give advice or whatever, but I maybe ask for advice from my other self who was a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, uh, should I continue to um, seek? Like I'm right now, I'm trying to look for answers and truth everywhere, and everything's crazy. Should I continue to spiritual growth, or should I just enjoy my time here and try? Because I'm in my life here, I'm trying to get out of my left brain and my logical brain and more into my right brain, which is feeling and get back into art and music. So, but I'm also trying to chase immortality through learning about spirituality for for my consciousness here.
Mm-hmm.
I, I don't even know if that's a question, but
Yeah, see, that's kind of like basically exactly what you said in the session yourself, that you're more logical and you're more about formulas and the geometry and all this. It takes a lot of logical mind and, to work. That's exactly what you're trying to do to balance out. Your subconscious is saying that just to be and enjoying yourself, be in nature, be doing something that brings you joy. Because things are changing quickly, you're gonna see it with your own eyes. Whatever you're trying to see or read or listen to, it's just gonna come and unfold right before your physical eyes. So if you wanna kind of, if that interests you and entertains you in a way, but there's one thing to consider. Everybody who gives information reaches into a different timeline a lot of times, and timelines are merged now, so it's a little mess going on there, and you have to separate the junk from the truth. And every soul interprets everything differently. Every body is a big filter who based in everything you interpret, what you receive, information you receive, you interpret through your physical body. And that physical body has programs, beliefs brought from the childhood, the way you were brought in the family, all the things, it takes a lot of time to undo. So always consider that no information is completely clean. No information is exactly about this timeline, because you never know on what timeline you're going to be the next minute. Um, so in right now, we're kind of like merged and we're going to be unmerging gradually here after winter. So what's the point? Unless it entertains you.
not
That's
really. I mean, it does in a way, but it's only because of my well, for I'm trying to find the truth so I can help my kids and point them in the right direction, to steer them away from the traps of what's going on here. And
right.
but other than that, I don't really care, need to know. But what I do want to do is learn about more about myself and who I am and the inner, the diving in part, which I I'm kind of new to, so I don't have a real I'm not as practiced at going inward as I would like to be, and finding my joy, finding peace. I would much rather do that than to entertain myself with bad information. You know, like you said, it's going to unfold before my eyes anyway.
Right. Yeah, just stay in neutral observation. I mean, every subconscious says the same thing. Just be an observer because you came here to observe. Imagine you came from the future. You can explain it to your physical mind like that. You came from the future to observe these things happening in the past. You already know the end of it, but you're like enjoying to rewatching the movie that you created the end of this movie and it's the way you want it. But you're kind of enjoying rewatching it and watching all the twists and turns and people's reaction and how we're gonna win, the game, and you just enjoy doing it. So it's much like people watch games, sports. So, uh, but in this game, we already know the ending. It makes it even more interesting actually because you're not scared as much, because um, as much as chaos you're observing now, you just know that it's gonna be all fine. So, it makes it a little interesting for some, but most lost interest in watching all these things. It's just a process. It's like as your consciousness rises, it goes up, the level of it goes up and understanding grows, and then you get to the understanding. I don't need all this information. I'm just wasting my time because I feel it inside that it's going to be all fine. So why would I just not just why wouldn't I just enjoy my life and just have a picnic in the woods instead without any screen time or things like that. So you go back to original Earth inside of your soul, basically. And that's how simple life. That's what you get back to that. You make a loop of experimenting and going into with your head all the way down in all the movements, New Age, and all this stuff, and all the other things, and learning about everybody who brings the truth to the round table. But then at some point, it's all the same things. You feel like the information is all the same. Why would you even? But I, your subconscious is saying that you got to this point. So just follow your feeling. It doesn't mean that you cannot watch anything. No, it doesn't mean that. Of course, it's all up to you. It's not gonna damage you by any means. But if you don't, if you need only specific something that you just go by the feeling. I hear it. Actually, that's the advice from your own self to your own self. Just learn to develop the feeling, the gut feeling, what you need to do, how you need to do it, and when. And just follow it because that's what it is, the communication from your soul. That feeling is the very much that communication that people search for, look for, sign up for courses, look for masters, guidance, all this stuff. You don't need any of this. This is all matrix programming that you need something like this to learn, and now you just to learn more about yourself. What are my programs? Why am I thinking this way? Did my mother told me to think that way? Did my teacher program me like that? Okay, let me unprogram myself. That's how, everybody should think. It takes a lot of time and energy to do that. It's not easy, but that's the growth there. That's the growing of consciousness right there. Understanding yourself, how your body has been programmed, how your mind, how your brain, how everything works.
Interesting. Okay, I got one more question.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's about my future, and I don't know if you're a psychic or if you can tell the future, but um, as far as my job, I have a professional job right now, which I'm doing just to get the money, but I'm not really interested in it. And so, what would your be advice for me? It's the same advice. Just go with my intuition because I want to build a. We want to get some land in a different place, and build a school, um, and work more with nature and that kind of thing and healing. So
Mm-hmm.
I suppose, yeah. So some things have to fall in line universally for all that to happen, and I'm trying to logically put it all into place. But the more I learn about that, the more I learn that I should just focus on the goal and then leave the rest up to universe.
Yeah, because there's gonna come time soon when everybody will be able to implement their ideas. I mean, from my own self, but that's what your subconscious said. From my own self, I meet a lot of people every day in sessions who say the same exact thing. There's there's a grand force gonna unfold, and a lot of people are gonna be building schools and healing centers and a lot of things like that. And we're not gonna have problems to do that. It's just that right now we're still in kind of the old system, even though it's being changed, but it's invisible change right now. At some point, you don't see it, but then it explodes. It's like a volcano. It's boiling inside, but outside you don't see it, but then it manifests into the eruption. So it's gonna be like this. It's going to be expected by those who know what's going on, but unexpected but by those who are too much programmed by the system and supported. And that's when the split of timelines is going to happen also. So just you can now about it and things like that, but then when the opportunity comes, you'll just know what you'll know your plan, you'll know the all the steps. So a lot of people have been sitting around for years waiting for this moment, and they have it all on paper. The buildings, the ideas, how it's gonna be, what they're gonna do. So there's a lot of us like that.
Good, good.
So if you're done with questions, I can disconnect. Unless you have any some more.
Uh, no, I think that's good for now.
Well, what do we need to know as a couple, maybe, or what do? No.
Is there any information about me and Maria, my wife, my wife here? Or
Yeah, you're balancing each other out. She's your helper everywhere you go.
was she the same woman that was helping me in the school on Venus?
Right. Why I'm laughing, kind of smiling because she's this kind of happy ball of energy everywhere. And you're more like serious.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, she relaxes you, she balances you out, she neutralizes your bolts of energy going like a Zeus sometimes. Yeah,
All right, that's it for now.
okay,
Thank you.
sure. That's you're funny together. Yeah. You can turn off the recording if you want.
Okay.
If you remember how to I do
Um,
know. You don't
yeah,
know
I'm
how to do it.
stop. I hit the stop button, but it looks like it's still recording.
No. You press on three dots. That's why I should do it. Because
Oh,
people always, trying to do it. I don't know why they do it. I do it every day, 2 or 3 sessions a day. Bottom, 3 dots, says more. Click on that. It says stop recording.
it must.
What if you hit that one up there? No?
I see the stop recording, but yeah, when I hit more,
Audio and visions?
it goes to turn subtitles, choose, turn video, hold call.
Oh, you cannot stop recording. Okay, well, we'll just say goodbye. Can I publish this
See
session
that? I'm so logical. I can't
afterwards?
figure out how to use this damn thing.
This is funny. But anyway, yeah, can I publish the session? if you if I close you guys under the blue window, no background, nothing. You're still recording the call,
Oh,
or you're
Oh.
gonna think about it.
Um,
Just saying. I mean, it was an interesting session. It actually gives an idea to people that you can do it together as a couple too.
yeah.
I'm just saying because I mean, kind of saves time and resources if you do that.
Yeah.
well, it's okay. Just keep me anonymous
I can put like a, the whole window cover with, even picture of the ocean if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't
Okay.
matter. Or the woods.
Somebody.
yeah, I guess. I don't know who the hell I'm hiding from, but
Well, that's another program to work on because
yeah.
if you're scared,
Wait, you
we're,
froze
we're
up.
all watched.
Yeah,
Right.
I know
Right.
we're all watched, and I realized that, and I'm like, why am I putting tape over my cameras? Because it doesn't matter that we're being watched like 24/7. It's like ridiculous.
Right.
This is what we live in, I suppose. I got to deal with it.
Yeah, well, that's why I never really, I mean, I have a lot of sessions posted on YouTube with me when I would just woke up. I'm like you, I came to have a session with a famous regressologist. My own session is still up there. I can send it to you. So, I mean, I have another one with Italian one and another one, and I mean, on multiple channels. I don't know. I don't care what people think, but they actually thank me for posting them because they got information from each one.
Yeah.
That's why, I mean, unless I post, how would people know all this? That's what can be done. Well, anyway, we can just click on the red button with the
Okay.
just say goodbye and it'll turn off by
Okay.
itself.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I'm the same with technology, that's why I'm laughing. So pretty bad myself. Running to my 17-year-old asking him how to do this.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
there's just
Get my
one
son.
button. You don't understand. Okay. But yeah, let
Thank
me
you.
know how
Good
it
night.
goes after. Thanks. Bye. Bye. Nice to